Good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Coach Linda, and it is 9 o'clock. We're doing my 100 Days of Purpose, and I am coming to you today because I want to talk about pushing past the pain. Many of us have experienced things in our lives that have caused us pain, and we just want to forget about it. We just want to move past it, but you can't move past it if you're not willing to push through it. I'm going to say that again. You can't move past it if you're not willing to push through it. And many times people will tell you, well, just get over it. That happened 20 years ago. That happened, XYZ, and, um, it happened so long ago. You're still dealing with that. You just need to get over it. And that's easier said than done. And it's not really great advice. It's not advice at all. It's actually a dismissal of your pain. It's a dismissal of the struggle that you're in. You can't just get over it. You have to get through it. And the way you get through it is to push past the pain. Because if you can push past the pain, if you can embrace that pain and learn what you need to learn from that situation, that circumstance, as awful as it may have been, as great as it may have been, as indifferent as it may have been, if you can learn from that situation, you can move to the next level. And when you move to the next level, you can achieve greatness, you can achieve excitement, you can achieve the things that you're trying to get in your life, the peace that passes all understanding, the notion that you can do something different, that you can be something um, greater. Um, it's a reason why they tell women when they're giving birth to push. The contraction happens, the pain is there, and in the midst of that pain, they'll say, push, because they're birthing something new, and that something new is coming out of that pain that they feel, that discomfort that they feel. And then once they have the child, you remember the the pain, you remember what you went through, you remember it took you 9 hours, 36 hours, or you know the stories your mom told you. I was in labor for 36 hours. You better love me, you better go wash them dishes, take out that trash, right? um it's almost like a badge of honor that they went through such pain to bring you into the world. But we tend to let the things that the transactions that happen in our lives, we seem to let those things hinder us, stop us, block us. And I know what I'm talking about because I did it for years. I was bitter, I was resentful, I was angry. I was angry at God, I was angry at my mom, I was angry at my biological father. Sorry. Um, didn't have to start yawning until I needed to get on. And it's a weird thing. When I do lives, especially when I'm talking about purpose or something that's going to transform a life, I got to start yawning and stuff. It's almost like they don't want me to get the message out. But anyway, I was angry at God. I was angry at life. I was angry at my biological father, my mother, my stepfather, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, anyone and everyone. People tried to help me. I didn't want to listen. I just felt like I had been left on the side of the road somewhere. And I remember the day when I realized I had to push through my pain. I couldn't push it away. I couldn't ignore it. I couldn't get around it. But I had to push through it. I had to experience what I was experiencing and feel what I was feeling. But I had to keep going, if you will, in that tunnel until I reached the other side. And some days it was hard. Some days it was overwhelming. Some days it was frustrating. Some days I felt devastated. I felt like I was reliving what I had been through. And I didn't understand why me. I didn't understand why I had to be the one. Why couldn't it have been someone else? Many times I felt like I was the only one. No one else has to suffer like this. I'm always the one suffering. And there's so many things that we tell ourselves to keep us right there. But we've got to push past that pain. We've got to, for lack of a better word, just embrace it, tuggle with it, with it. And we need to push past so we can get that monkey off our back, get that voice out of our head, that thing that's always in our ear telling us we're no good and we'll never amount to anything, and we deserve what we got, and you're a bad person. We got to push past that so we can get that out of our ear and we can become what it is that we already truly are. Every rose has thorns. Everything of beauty has something deadly, because the beauty is there to lure you in, right? And if you're not careful, you'll you'll take your hand and reach for the rose and you'll get stuck by a thorn. Do you curse the rose because you got stuck by the thorn? Or do you say, let me be more aware next time? When we go through things, it's supposed to be a learning. It's supposed to be something that we learn from, and it keeps us from repeating the same cycles over and over again. But if we never push past the pain to see what the lesson is, to understand what the lesson is, then we are bound to repeat it. They say that if you don't learn from history, you're bound to repeat it. Well, if you don't learn from the lessons of life, especially those painful ones, you're bound to go through it. We see patterns in relationships, we see patterns in, I was a shopaholic, and just I devastated my own self. And I can make the excuse that I was, you know, for lack of a better word, I was in a retardation state because I wasn't growing and I wasn't maturing the way that I needed to. My mind wasn't processing things the way it should. And so I can blame that, these things that happen put me in this stuck place. But in actuality, I put myself there because I didn't want to push past the pain. I didn't want to deal with what had occurred. I didn't want to deal with the issues that were there. I didn't want to learn from them. I didn't want to become. And I didn't know that at the time. I just thought I was living my life. I just thought this was the life that I was handed, and this is the life that I'm supposed to live, and it's supposed to be miserable. I'm supposed to feel inadequate. I'm supposed to uh, be at the bottom of the barrel. Somehow I deserve this. And so I didn't think that there was something more for me until my aha moment. And I realized, no, there is more for me. I've got to want the more. I've got to understand that I deserve the more. I've got to understand that what happened to me does not define me. And I've got to push past this pain, push past this discomfort, push past the anger, push past the bitterness, push past the feelings of inadequacy and feelings of I'm not like everyone else. I'm not normal. I had to push past those things. Over the next few days, we're gonna go into. I'm trying to stay right here because I'm gonna go into these things. The lies we tell ourselves, and we're gonna open that up because we've got to if we're going to be people of purpose, going to be strategic and intentional about our lives, if we're going to be the one that God called us to be and do what He called us to do, and show up in this world bright, be the salt of the earth with understanding that it's not about you, but it's about those that you serve. It's about those that you're sent to. Do you reap the benefits? Absolutely, you do. And you get to live that great life. You get to be that Wonder Woman, but, or Wonder Man, or Superman, put it that way. Um, but you don't if you don't push past the pain. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you, doll face. You can't take it with you, love. You've got to push past it and learn the lesson. And it's going to frustrate you. It's going to overwhelm you. It's going to tire you out. But don't stay there. Keep pushing. Because once you, like I was saying with the baby, once they have the baby, you forget the pain and you enjoy the bundle of you enjoy the bundle of joy that came out, the beauty of life that has passed through your canal. And then you wear that pain, that process as look, you better take out that trash, wash them dishes. You better treat your mama right. Cause listen, 36 hours of labor. Y'all know that song by Shirley Caesar. 9 months I carried you, growing inside of me, no charge. Well, now you tell your pain. 6 months, a year, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years. I've carried you, growing inside of me, no charge, because now I am becoming what I've always been. And thanks to you, I have the wisdom and the understanding on how to do it with excellence. So you don't get to stay. You don't get to taunt me. You don't get to haunt me. You don't get to stop me. But I thank you because you definitely helped me to become. I am Coach Linda, And I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. I hope that you are encouraged by what I've said. I hope that you take the time to see what pain is in your life right now. And let's deal with it. What's your pain? What's that pain you got to push through? Push, push, push. Yeah, yeah, I know it's hard. Yeah, I know you want to stop. Yeah, I know you don't want to deal with that. Push, push. You need a midwife? Here I am. But let's get you to your next. Let's get you to the next level. Let's make you a person of purpose. Let's get you strategic. Let's get you intentional. And let's get you living your best life so you can get up, shine bright. Listen, I love y'all. I really do. Make sure that you let me know that you watch this live or you're watching in the replay. Do the homework, come back. This is interaction. This is for me, but it's for you. It's for you too. It's stretching me, but I want to stretch you. Let's grow together. Let's do it together. All right? Is that okay? Because you're watching, you might as well participate, right? Anyway, I'm Coach Linda, and I'm out.